everybody. Welcome back to One Mic Radio, where we talk about all kinds of juicy topics from rap, hip hop, politics, lifestyle choices, lifestyle changes, finances, and everything else. Welcome to a very special live with my very first and only co host, Miami Honey. Hi.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. Happy New. You know what? I think at this point we can't really wish anybody Happy New Year's, seeing how we're 16 days in it, and it really don't seem like nothing's new. So I think
I
we
already
should say
said
that for the
that
rest of the years.
I feel like it is appropriate to wish people a Happy New Year up until like the first week of February. And then after that, no.
February, shit. You get the
Yeah,
first
I
two
like the
weeks.
last week.
You get the first 2 weeks, and I'm fucking done. I'm done. The first 2 weeks, and I'm done. So happy, just like Merry Christmas. You gonna get that to the 25th, and I after that, look here, man. Ain't nothing happy about it. You know how much money I have to spend for Christmas? I'm straight. I'm straight. You get the first week. You get the first week, and I'm done.
Y'all are ruthless.
Nah, you know
Bro,
what it? You know what it is? Christmas, Christmas and New Year's. No. Matter of fact, Christmas lost its beauty when I had to start buying gifts. Christmas lost its beauty when I had to start buying gifts, and New Year's got sickening when I got tired of hearing ratchet ass people talking about New Year, new me, New Year, new me. When I seen that bitch the following day, it's the same old bitch I saw the year before. Don't get the fuck out of here with all that crazy ass shit. Mm-mm. So
okay. It's the effort, okay? It's the effort, it's the intent. All right. That's
effort
that's
for
what
what?
matters.
New
Come on,
thought, new thought.
all of you. Oh my God.
I haven't seen no effort put forward by a lot of people. Now, granted, there are some people that do try, and life just kicks them back down, and I can't fault them for that. But at some point, you got to stop saying that, like, new year, new me. Look, this ain't your life. You need to hurry, when you die and get reincarnated, maybe you'll come back with a new you. How about that? Because this life ain't working
Listen,
out for you.
I see the people, everyone in the comments, they're agreeing with you. They're saying change doesn't require New Year's. They feel you. New Year is some bullshit. And Shy says she only says Happy New Year on January 1st. So y'all not playing with people.
Respect
But
to her.
I'm gonna New Year because even myself, I didn't really get cracking on like my refresh until like the middle of the month, like this past week. Because I also subscribe to that whole, January 1st, I'm not a new person. But if you think about it, it is a nice like momentum shift. It's the top of the year, like it's a new, fresh year. And if you just think about it like that, it can give you kind of a boost. Like you got 365 days in front of you to do something. It's a mental thing. It's just a
Is
mental
it?
thing.
Is it a
Right?
mental thing? But you know what?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, since we're on a new year, new me, this this country had a new year, new it, apparently because we have rioting at the Capitol with Trump supporters, and not only that, there are allegedly Black Lives Matter in that whole group, but and yet in that whole riot on the news, I didn't see one black face in there. I didn't see a white person in blackface, a black person in blackface, or an Asian person in blackface. So unless Antifa change their membership, I don't buy into it at all. I don't buy into it at all. So yeah, that's just freaking ridiculous. But into the
Well, I'm thinking of, I agree with you. Well, first of all, we're talking about the recent events that happened at the Capitol, the U.S. Capitol, where a group of domestic terrorists stormed the Capitol. They stole gavels.
a
They stole
podium.
items out of the Capitol. They sat in congressmen and congresswomen's chairs. They took pictures. They took videos. They took selfies with Capitol Police. I mean, it was just like killed a police officer. It was like a madhouse, and there was one single connecting thread between the majority of individuals
True.
who were there. Okay, but there is word on the current. Not even word on the current. There are reports of people saying that it was Antifa and it was like a hoax. Okay,
It was definitely a hoax. Well,
let's break this down a little bit. We're gonna go to a YouTube channel, Care 11, that actually took the time to debunk all the assumptions that Black Lives Matters behind this, Antifa's behind this. You guys take a listen.
Okay, main question. Were the people who broke into the Capitol really Antifa members? Well, at this point, there's no real evidence to back that claim. On the other hand, there were clearly other groups that aren't Antifa involved. We have tons of photos and videos of people waving Trump flags, white supremacist language, and more. We're still just hours after this happened and learning more about the intentions and motives of the people involved. At this point, though, we can say clearly that the claims that all the people who stormed the Capitol were members of Antifa are false. To verify, I'm Jason Tucker.
So you all, they broke it down. Like they broke it down. They showed some of the memes that people were pushing, saying that these people had the Antifa tattoos and that they were members of Antifa, and like they debunked all of the popular memes and the popular information that's going around.
true, but I can understand why they're doing it. Nobody wants to look like the complete guilty party. Nobody wants to look like, oh, it's just us. No, we're going to be branded as heretics. We're going to be branded as terrorists. So let's go ahead and mix all these other people in here, so that way we can be united as America. Let's say America want this to happen. So if you would have just chose this one group that did it, they really would look like terrorists. So I can understand why they would want to brand Antifa a part of their crazy, fanatical, whatever else you want to call it. But at the end of the day, they need to show the proof. The matter of fact, the same guy that had the tattoo on his hand, they said, oh, it was a crescent moon. In fact, no, it was not. It's actually off of a video game. I believe it was Resident Evil. It was the same tattoo on the video game. So I was like, come on, dude, y'all need to come out better with that. And this is one of those same things with Fox News Radio, that left wing radio stations. It's like, come on now, yeah, y'all need to do better. Either you own up to your responsibility as a news station and say, hey, yeah, we fucked up. We reported all of this just to get our ratings up, or we reported this just to look better than the other people, CNN, MSNBC, or whatever. Honestly, they need to be held
Okay.
accountable. They need to be held accountable for all the lies they spread. Same thing with all the senators and congressmen as well. Y'all supported this man? Y'all should get the fuck out of office, in my opinion. That shows lack of judgment.
Well, here's my take. I actually think you're going the nice route. I think you're going easy on them. I think actually it's a lot more devious than the surface. Okay. Once somebody in the comments said the world is a stage, all right. Um and we're getting played. And I think that this is all part of that. And let me tell you why I think that. One, this whole it was Black Lives Matter, people, like that's a distraction. That's something that is just like, let's continue with the same old story, that like you said, Fox News, that our audience is going to eat up because it's just easy. It's
Yeah.
just easy, and I'm just tired of people taking the easy route. And I think if you think about the fact that I think Joe Biden is going to be releasing some sort of legislation on domestic terrorism. Now, okay, after what we saw at
Yeah.
the Capitol, how many Americans are going to get behind that? We want that. We are tired of these people, claiming that it's patriotism, but it's really, it's terrorism. It's white supremacy, right?
Right.
But now, if we actually now think about that, well, how many other organizations are going to fall under this domestic terrorism? Because we don't know what's included in that legislation.
That's
So
true.
now, are you going to say Black Lives Matter is just as bad as these people who stormed the Capitol?
Exactly. Like, where do you stop?
You
Who?
go back to when time for Black Lives Matter and those protests, what did you have? You had people inserted to cause confusion. So you already have this negative attitude towards BLM
Yeah.
because of what they are doing. right? And then you have the nerve to compare that to what you see, and people are going to take the easy route. Well, of course they're the same. So now, are you going to now be considered a domestic terrorism if you're only fighting for the justice of your race? So that's why I think it's deeper than just, oh, it is a distraction, but it's also it's a seat,
So
I
let
think,
me
for
ask you
something.
this. So basically, as far as races, we're never going to get rid of racism completely. We're going to always have that form of it, right? So would it be fair to say, instead of kumbaya, let's all get together and forget about race, maybe we should preach tolerance? Since you can't get rid of racism, let's just teach tolerant of the other person. Let's judge the person of the merit. Even if you don't like me, you should hire me because I'm better than this guy. You should hire me because I'll bring you more money than this guy. Even though he's a white guy and you're the white owner, you're racist, you should really be looking out for your own interests. And I think when people start doing stuff like that,
Yes.
we can get past it.
But Mark, like deals, you say that's how you separate people. And I think I actually kind of disagree with you, because I don't think it's bad to be separate but together,
I
right?
understand.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the Latin community, they have an actual community. Like, you can't come in and be like, oh, this and that. Bitch, how? Like, were you raised in this? Like, it's very clear if you were raised in that community or you weren't. This is not up for debate. Like
That no
this
wait
is
wait. To be
our
fair, which Latin community? Because Puerto Ricans
and
really don't like Cubans.
in
I
general.
like that at all. Mexicans
No,
don't like everybody
let's
else.
Marcus, let's not get sidetracked. What I'm saying is every community has, like, okay, Asian community, they can protect, they're able to protect their culture and their customs, and you can't come in and give your opinion, because your opinion doesn't matter. You understand?
Yeah.
If you're in the German community, you can't come in and give your opinion because your opinion doesn't matter. We're going to protect our culture, our traditions, our customs. If you're Mexican, if you're whatever community you're in, but because Black people are kind of displaced, is like, what is considered the Black community? What's considered the Black culture? It's just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it when I say separate, it's just being able to say this is our culture. You don't get to have an opinion on what is what is great for us, who we admire. Like, that's what I mean when I say that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Let me you have a comment in She asked me what makes me think
What's
that
up? You're
Mexicans don't like anyone. I never said that. I wasn't finished with my statement. I had stopped mid sentence. But I didn't say that exactly. So no, but go ahead, continue.
No, that's all I would say, is that just being able to have an actual set culture that is respected and celebrated, not always just criticized and pick the bad parts are picked out.
I think
But
respecting is
let's
respectful because you need both. You really need both,
yes, absolutely.
and that's a long way. I think these people have a lot of healing to do. This country has a lot of healing to do. A lot of trust has been broken. A lot of things have been said. A lot of things have been done. So, and
Yeah.
it's going to take some time. J- just the last year alone, with all these Karen videos, where people were just calling the cops on not just black folks but Spanish people and everything else because they were walking their dog, because they were doing something else. It's like, no, come on now. The last 2020 has really showed white privilege to an extent. When that little girl got the police called on her for selling lemonade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's like
Hold.
we have a lot of healing to do. So
I agree. But you know how that has to change. Like, we have to change the conversations that we're having. Like, we have to have more of these conversations where everybody of different cultures is being honest with how they feel, because I feel like we do a lot of, like, well, we can't say certain things, because we don't want to offend, but you have to get it out. Like, if you are a white person and you feel scared of Black people, you need to say that
Well, maybe
so
the
we can
people.
know why.
No,
Know
somebody
why.
said why a lot of them are scared is because of the history. Because people realize a lot of fucked up shit they did in the past. Not saying the new generation because they don't really care about anything but love and hip hop and pop videos and shit. But the older generation, when you was beating up the old black men, when you were setting churches on fires with little black girls in them, people they don't forget. People don't forget, and they just waiting for a riot to come up. They're waiting for that anger to burst out. They're waiting for all that. So I think that is what fuels the fear. Because people know, we fucked up. We dropped the ball. We deserve it a little bit. So I think that's where that comes from.
You deserve what?
Huh?
You deserve what?
No, they know they deserve a riot, a uprising, an accounting.
Oh. But let's just look at the facts, right? Even if we just look at what just happened, we're talking about the Capitol hoax, and we're talking about that, how it's displaying white privilege, which Marcus
Hold on to the
displayed at
past.
the top.
I'm sorry, people. We have to hold on to the past. Not maybe not the negativity, but the past defines who you are in the future. Your past made you who you are today. You wouldn't be who you are today without your experiences in life. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Shy, I want you to well, Marcus, let's open up the box
Go
because we're
ahead.
at what about 20 minutes?
Okay.
Let's open up the box.
Open up the
You guys
box and let's
come
hear
in.
people's opinions.
Yeah, you guys just come in. I have it up for 1 minute and just give your opinion on what we've been saying. No, there's not nobody's right or wrong, and I really, really would appreciate like full honesty because I feel like that's how we can all find a real, true,
It burned me when I went down.
way forward. Like even if it's unpopular, like that's when I say like we have this whole political correctness, and I feel like that was put in place to limit our conversation because you don't want to say certain things because it's politically incorrect. Juan, I hope you're coming to join this conversation because otherwise you're going to miss this entire live. Mm. Yes, love dog, the PC culture, exactly. I feel like that limits us because people are scared to speak their mind. But like speak that shit, which is why this is why the only respect I can muster up for Trump and his people is the honesty. That's that is where that is where my little respect comes in, like that honesty. I can appreciate the honesty. I don't like when you try to tell me you have hot sauce in your bag because no you don't, Hillary. No you don't. No, just be honest. No, I said respect, respect, the only respect, not why I don't have respect. I said what I can respect about the only thing I can respect about him and his followers is their honesty. They are honest, not saying that they're right, but they're telling the truth. Exactly. See, Dios, and that's where he fucked up because now you just speaking for one segment. The rest of us, we have our truths too. These aren't the only people who feel displaced, who feel like they don't have jobs, who feel like they don't. That's where you messed up, sir. But that's your true nature. You don't really care about the rest of us. Okay, now I know that about you. Sir Joe, I know about you too. We all know about him because we know about the things that he has done in his legislation. So Joe's not off the hook either. He may be better, nicer, not racist, but he too has a history. Well, better. I mean, anything's better. Anything is better. Like anything's better than who we have. Not saying that he's good or he's worth anything, but anything's better. You said, how is he racist? Whew, let's see. Well, I would say that Trump is at a minimum racist by proxy, because if you can come up to the American people after, let's say, an incident like Charlottesville, where the young lady got ran over by a white supremacist, and you can say there were fine people on both sides to the country, and you're actually showing support, and you've done that on a consistent basis, well, I'm gonna lean towards yeah. Yeah, you have some white supremacy issues going on there. So Love Doc, you're saying what? He went to a clinic, had an island next to it. Oh, Love Doc, yes. 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 Who you talking about? Biden, right? He's the same. They're not different. They're not different. They're the same. Let's be clear. But one is
Let's go Trump. 4 more years, Donald Trump.
Oh, you want 4 more years?
4 more years. They robbed my son Trump.
Well, sorry, but you're not gonna get your way.
Nah, we gonna win. We taking it back.
How are you gonna do that?
We're gonna walk on Washington.
You're gonna walk on Washington and you're gonna get the presidency back.
We're gonna get it back.
Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Right. We ain't doing shit. You will, and it'll be cold as hell. And it'll be cold as hell for you too. Yeah, he is. He is.
Well, I'm surprised nobody got in the box besides that one person. That fine gentleman there. No need to be shy, guys. And this is a judge-free zone. Nobody's going to judge you for your political views. At the end of the day, it's your opinion, and that's your choice. And nobody has the right to take away your choice. That's why people fought these wars for. That's why we have constitutions and amendments. For you to have these choices. For you to have these disagreements. That's why you have them. So please have them. Exercise your fucking rights, goddammit. I do. I got 3 pistols in my house right now. I got the right to bear arms. I believe that's the Second Amendment. And it says, yo, if you step in your shit, shoot them. You have the right to bear arms.
Oh. Yes. Now, Love Dog, what you're talking about? Okay, Marcus, I'm gonna put the big box back up because nobody's getting in. What you're talking about is all facts, but that's a totally different. Like, we need to have a whole nother podcast about that, because talking about who's in office now is easy because the shit's in your face. But when we start talking about him, now you're really gonna ruffle some feathers. That's a whole nother. The island, the legislature from what, the 70s, plus countless other things. Oh, we can have another one about that too. Trust me. He's not clean
At all.
Shy, that's all part of it. That is all part of it. Marcus, you have to request it.
There we go.
Ocean Drive. Her and what was that? What was the mayor of what city? Detroit? No. What was the mayor? Which mayor? No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Sorry, guys, we're having a little
What was
technical
the other one?
difficulties right now.
Okay, Willie something. I want to say the
There
former
we go.
mayor of Detroit or something, one of the Midwest cities. Okay, okay. Not to mention the damage she did in California. Come on. So when Love Dog says it's all a stage, that's part of the show. How many freaking Democratic candidates did we start with? And you mean to tell me every last one of them had issues?
I think we all have issues.
Money? What? Bloomberg, where the hell you came from? Hmm? Where did you come from?
Let's try to
Yo,
reset this real quick. Sorry, guys, we had to do a quick reset. All right.
comments have stopped, just so you know. My comments have stopped.
We had to do like a quick, like 5-second reset. For some reason, the request wasn't coming up on the box, which is weird. But again, this is Meet Me, so what can you do? So,
And
this,
no option, there was never option. Never.
so
If you thought there was, oh, I'm sorry, you get an option. You get an option, excuse me. No. You get an option, but it's not your option. It's like,
true.
does that make sense?
You get know what it is? It's called an illusion. You really think you have a choice, but you really don't. It's just like the constitutions and stuff. All that stuff is really illusion. You have free speech, but you really don't. You have the right to protest to a point. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're illusions. They're people fall for it. And recently, ever since 9/11, everybody has slowly been giving up their rights, little by little. For every incident that happened, you guys have been slowly giving up your rights to feel more safe, to feel more protected. You know, it's the subtleties that people miss. Now you're going to subject yourselves to scans because it's safe. You're going to subject yourselves to shots because it's safe, or it's going to keep you safe. But yet, the corona vaccine is exactly what it is. A vaccine. It is a duplicate of the coronavirus itself, so you can make antibodies. That's the same thing with the flu shot. They're basically injecting you with the flu, so you can have the antibodies. Now, some people will get fucked up from it. No, that's just how medicine works. Not everybody's going to react the same. And the way it rolled out so fast, I don't know. The the vaccine. Love Doctor said that the vaccine is going to alter your DNA. That's hilarious.
I would just prefer to wait.
Yeah, just like the blue blonic plague, the black plague, or whatever. It stopped spreading when enough people died or enough people got where it couldn't spread enough. So I'm gonna stay in my house like they instructed me to, and I'm gonna wait this thing out. I'm gonna stay to myself. I'm already antisociable. So, but
Yeah, let me just,
for all you people that had ordered packages during the some holiday seasons, you know you got that gift from somebody you really didn't want. You you order something for a girlfriend, but you caught her cheating, or a boyfriend you caught her cheating, and you want to send that shit back. You know, or you got your family members you bought them something, but they sneered at it, and you want to send it back. I got some good news for you. If you because of everybody trying to send things back during the holiday seasons, the companies have declared that it is too expensive to do the return policy, so they rather give you your money back and let you keep the gift. And we do have video footage on that one. Um, let's see. You gonna play it for me, honey, or?
I have a few
Oh, go ahead.
It's like spinning.
Oh, she on the other Wi-Fi. Let me see if we can pull it up.
Don't do me.
We're gonna go ahead and get that ready for y'all. Yeah, I can't judge it because this is a new podcast, so we ain't got all that technical crap. So give us a hot minute, and we'll get that together.
Yeah, it's not cool effort.
Yeah, I ordered some stuff off of Amazon, a record plate off of Amazon. I was like, "Hey, this ain't mine." Well, no, it was mine, but I told them to cancel it, but they sent it anyway. So I tried to send it back. They're like, "You know what? Keep it, and we'll give you your money back." I got my money back, and I got another record player. So I know that ain't bullcrap. Same thing with this Bluetooth speaker. I tried to send it back. They told me to keep it and give my money back. But the thing is, it really depends on the price of the item and what the item is. Because you're not going to order no PlayStation 5 and say, oops, I don't want this. I'm going to send it back and you're going to keep it. You can forget that, Jack. Certain items. Not all. And they do flag people that try to make a business out of it. You will get flagged and banned from that particular company. So, you ready?
Yeah, that's well, no. I think what they do is they just update that link.
I recommend Weeble to my family.
It was 18. There was like 18 minutes, right? Here we go. I got it for you.
Open.
Rising return policy is gaining in popularity. Here's Blaine Alexander.
With holiday return deadlines fast approaching, a growing number of stores have a new message. Just keep it.
What I'm seeing is that a number of bigger businesses are just telling customers to keep the product when they attempt to make the return.
But still giving their money back.
Absolutely.
On average, each return costs the store about 59% of an item's original sales price. And with holiday returns topping an estimated $101 billion, the costs add up. Walmart says not all items are eligible, noting the company uses your shopping history, product value, and shipping costs to decide what to take back. But one potential downside, people trying to game the system. So theoretically, I could order a product that I want, but tell the company that I don't want it, ask for a return, and theoretically get that product free. How are companies safeguarding against something like this?
Correct. So stores are watching this, and if they see that you're doing it too frequently, you may find yourself not able to shop at that retailer anymore.
Bottom line for consumers, for each return, just be honest. Blaine Alexander, NBC News.
So, go ahead and, send a request.
I ordered a phone case for the new phone that I showed you, and I ordered the wrong one. And this was in Amazon.
Yeah, it doesn't work in stores, only online.
Yeah. So when I went to return it, it was like, "Hey, don't send it back to us. We're gonna send you a refund." And I this happened to me twice. So, and the reason is because it costs so much for you to send it back.
Right.
Sometimes it costs like the actual product is worth. So that's why they'll just let you keep it.
Well, the return bill, the last couple of months has been, I think they said about $1.6 billion. So it's like, it's cheaper if you keep it. Just like how you do your wife. It's cheaper to keep her. So it's just like your gifts. It's cheaper to keep her. So personally, but again, it depends on the certain gifts, the certain items that you have. So you're not gonna have no $500 5,000 gift and think you're gonna keep that. So it's just better to keep it because you ain't gonna.
About the shipping cost. So maybe this $5,000 item costs, well, it doesn't cost like $6,000 to ship, but maybe it's just too much of a hassle, and you can keep it. You just never know.
I highly doubt. I highly doubt that crap. Shoot, how much? Yeah, go ahead and give me back my shit. Go ahead, don't go. I'll pay it. Cause you can keep that little funky ass Bluetooth radio. We don't want that no way. Forget that.
That's what it is. It's like little items. Like what I had was like a phone case. So it was like it was a phone case and something else. But small items. They let me keep it. But I mean,
the phone cases, yeah, I can see that. Ain't nobody really crying over no phone case, but shoot. PlayStation 5, Xbox, a new computer in the mail, some diamond jewelry, what else is it? iPads, all that stuff. Oh, you gonna have to send that back, buddy. Oh no, we ain't doing that. We getting that bad. Apple,
Yeah.
Apple stingy to the motherfucker.
And that's why I'm with Android. Get your Samsung.
That was petty as hell. That was real petty. But how do you guys feel about that
Yeah.
return policy?
Well, you could just read the comments if people don't want to get in the box.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
It might be a little intimidating.
Remember, nobody's gonna see you on this, you guys. It's just gonna be a big old sign saying One Mic Radio. Nobody's gonna see you but hear your voice. Matter of fact, you can come in the mic, the box and put your phone on the pillow so we can't even see your face. You just have to talk. Shai says she really don't care about it.
But like, who's time? It's nice. Okay. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm not about to go through like all my shit and be like trying to shop just so I can try to get something for free. I don't have time for that.
That's true. That's true. But you do know what we need, honey, and there's something you actually sent to me earlier. Through all this chaos, through all this negativity, through all the mixed emotions that people have against each other, we need some positive. We need some how to be productive. We need to be centered. We need a change. It's what we need. And the only reason I say that is we do need to learn how to understand each other. I don't care if it's the smallest minute thing. I don't care if it's this person used Laurie's seasoning and this one uses something real bland. Understand each other. I don't care if it's why are you painting your house pink while this person's painting it blue. No, just we need some understanding. We need some reconciliation with each other, and not just blacks and whites. Cause we already had that talk already, but everybody else, and more so the new generation. How do they look back and be proud? How do they look back and understand, like, well, why were we like that? Why do we think that way? Why did you think that way? You feel what I'm saying? So, I'll turn it over to you real quick to give your thoughts, and if anybody else wants to come in to give us your thoughts, please let us know. And I know that was bad English, but I'm drinking, so you gotta forgive me.
This message is brought to you by what's in your cup?
Hey, I like that. I like that. I like that. Shit, whiskey. But honestly, though, what do you do? What do you do think about the change of attitudes that we need? The change of perception, I should say.
Well, I think it's like at this point, it's kind of like more on the younger generation. So we really gotta try to instill like some sort of consideration. Hey, and if you're in here, please definitely jump in the conversation. Just join the comments and we'll read them out. But you just got to teach the kids to have like patience and just and be accepting to the people's differences. And kids are gonna be kids. I really feel like it's gonna be
No,
because
I don't agree. I don't subscribe to that. Kids are going to be kids. That ranks right up there to boys are going to be boys. No, and I don't agree. I don't agree with the is on the younger generation because the younger generation learns from the older. I think the older generation needs to come up and say, "Hey, look, we was wrong. My fault. I shouldn't have taught you that. That was my bad. I was wrong. This is how shit is supposed to be done."
I mean, I feel like in an ideal world, yeah, that would be great, but you can't wait on the whole generation to change their mind because we're kind of set in our ways to an extent once you reach a certain age. So when I say the younger generation, no, you don't put the weight on their shoulders, but they are more open to different ideas. I mean, they're the ones running with all the new trends that you see
Yeah.
and the way people are accepting towards differences. That's the younger generation. Like, yo, we're not taking this. So
Well,
that's why I say you have to talk to them so that and Dio said they're gonna f us up. Well, they will if they continue to go, ignored.
True. But you
Yeah,
know
they
what?
will.
This social distancing has been slowly pushed on the younger generation even prior to COVID. Because, like Dio said, they don't want to leave the house until 40 and play video games. Well, video games has really became a one-person console. Before, you used to be able to call your friends over and play online together, play with each other, somebody else. But now, games are really just one-on-one and multiplayer online. So, kids don't go outside and play anymore. They don't go out and play hopscotch and come in the house before the light streets come on. The light, the street lights come on. So I feel like they were slowly and surely being socially separated, regardless. That's why I don't really think it affects most adults now or most younger teenagers because they're already used to not being around people anyway. So I feel like they were slowly implementing this for some other agenda. See, that's conspiracy theory talking right there. Just so you know.
Yeah, I don't know. These conversations, I just they're kind of hard to have because everybody has um their own opinion about it, right?
Right.
And it's just one of those things where you could just continuously point fingers, but as you're pointing fingers, nothing is changing. So I prefer to have the conversation in actionable terms, like something that is actually tangible. And I like to talk about solutions, like not what we can't do, but what we can do. So instead of saying like, okay, the younger generation is fucked up, it's like, yo, they're misguided. So how do we redirect them? Someone in the
Okay.
comments, Love Doc said, people that they're idolizing. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with that. But now you have to think, how do kids have time to idolize these people? How do they have access to these people? What are you, if you are a parent, are you taking the steps to safeguard your kids from unnecessary access to the things that you don't want them to, you know what I'm saying, to get into? And of course, as when I say Marcus, kids are going to be kids, it's like, when you were younger, your mom will tell you, hey, don't do that. And guess what's the first thing you're going to do? That. Because that's what
Don't
you
push
do.
that button. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say that. Like, that's just your nature. Like, you're just like, man, I know everything, but you don't know shit. But I think, you have to, every parents have to also look, if we're going to talk about the younger generation, who's taking care of them, who's actually with them on a day to day, that's their parents. And our parents taking the time to safeguard their kids from these influences that's going to affect them in the future.
Damn. That's some food for thought.
Just from someone, like, I don't have kids,
You
but
know what?
their kids. This is just my perspective.
Damn. So basically, y'all get your kids outside and make them be sociable.
Thank you.
That's basically that. Kick them out. Unplug the TV, unplug the games, unplug that. Kick them out the house. But this has been a pretty good podcast, and I am glad that we had it. So, I do want to have a final thought before we end it. Y'all ready? Final thought. No matter who or what you are, no matter who you want to be, no matter what you want to be, especially in this day and age, never be afraid to be you. Never let anybody think for you. Come up with your own opinions and your own thoughts, no matter what anybody else says, regardless of somebody else's opinion. Because at the end of the day, that is exactly what it is. It is an opinion, and is not to be taken factually. So, with that being said, y'all be blessed. Welcome to Miami's and Marcus's One Mic Radio Podcast Live, and we'll be coming What another one? When we doing another one? Is it next Saturday or the following Saturday?
Next week.
Next week Saturday. That is another day that has a number on it. I don't know because I'm not looking at the calendar. So, but y'all can look yourselves. Y'all be blessed.